friends, dreamers, champions of your own destiny. I stand before you today with a message that will transform your life. If you have the courage to embrace it. We live in a world obsessed with sharing, with putting every aspect of our lives on display. But I'm here to tell you that true success, true greatness comes from knowing what to keep close to your chest. There are 4 precious things you must guard with your life if you want to rise above the ordinary and become extraordinary. Number 1, your goals and dreams. The fire that burns within you. That vision of who you can become and what you can achieve. It's sacred. It's the seed of your greatness. But let me tell you something profound. The moment you share that dream with the wrong person, you risk extinguishing its flame before it. You see, not everyone is meant to understand your vision. Not everyone has the capacity to see what you see. And that's okay. But when you cast your pearls before swine, when you share your deepest aspirations with those who can't comprehend their magnitude, you invite doubt, criticism, and negativity into your life. I remember a young man who came to me years ago. He had a dream of revolutionizing education in his country. But he made the mistake of sharing this dream with everyone he met. And you know what happened? People laughed. They told him he was crazy. They said it couldn't be done. And for a while, he believed them. He nearly gave up on his purpose. But then he learned this crucial lesson. Your dreams are not for public consumption. They're the fuel that drives you forward when the world says stop. They're the light that guides you through the darkest storms. Keep them close. Nurture them in private. Let them grow strong and unshakable before you unveil them to the world. When you protect your dreams, you protect your future. You shield yourself from the naysayers and the dream killers who lurk in every corner of society. And make no mistake, they are out there waiting to pounce on any sign of ambition or greatness. So I challenge you today. Take inventory of your dreams. Write them down, not a computer or a phone, but in a journal that you keep close to your heart. Meditate on them daily. Let them seep into your bones and become part of your very essence. God, guard them fiercely. Share them only with those who have earned the right to glimpse the greatness within. Number 2, your struggles and challenges. Now, this might seem counterintuitive in a world that encourages us to be vulnerable and share our stories. But listen closely, because this is crucial. Your struggles are the forge in which your strength is tempered. They are the resistance that builds your resilience muscle. And they are nobody's business but your own. When you broadcast your challenges to the world, you invite 2 dangerous things into your life. First, you attract people who feed off your pain, who find a sick satisfaction in seeing others struggle. These people will drag you down and keep you mired in negativity. Second, and perhaps more insidiously, you rob yourself of the opportunity to overcome these challenges on your own terms. You see, every time you vent about a problem, every time you seek sympathy for your struggles, you release a little bit of the emotional energy that you need to conquer that obstacle. I once knew a woman who was determined to start her own business. He faced countless setbacks, financial difficulties, logistical nightmares, self-doubt. But instead of sharing these struggles with the world, she kept them private. She treated each challenge as a personal test, a chance to prove her mettle to herself and herself alone. And you know what happened? She emerged stronger with each obstacle she overcame. She developed a quiet confidence, an unshakable belief in her own abilities. When she finally launched her business, people marveled at how lucky she was. How little did they know the battles she had fought in silence. This is the power of keeping your struggles private. It forces you to dig deep to find resources within yourself that you never knew existed. It builds a core of inner strength that no external force can shake. So next time you face a challenge, resist the urge to broadcast it to the world. Instead, see it as an opportunity for growth, a chance to surprise yourself with your own resilience. Keep a private journal of your struggles and how you overcome them. This will become your personal playbook for success, a testament to your ability to conquer any obstacle. Number 3, your finances. In a world obsessed with displays of wealth, with flaunting material possessions, this advice might seem old-fashioned, but I assure you it is more relevant today than ever before. Your financial situation, whether you're struggling or thriving, is no one's business but your own. When you keep your finances private, you accomplish several critical things. First, you protect yourself from the envy and resentment of others. Success attracts parasites, people who want to leech off your hard work and good fortune. By keeping your financial status private, you shield yourself from these negative influences. You maintain your focus on what truly matters. Building real, lasting wealth. You see, true financial success isn't about impressing others with what you have. It's about creating a stable foundation for yourself and your loved one. It's about having the resources to pursue your dreams and make a positive impact on the... I recall a businessman I met many years ago. On the surface, he appeared to be of modest means. He drove an old car, lived in a comfortable but unassuming home, and never flaunted his wealth. But behind the scenes, he was building an empire. He invested wisely, lived below his means, and focused on creating value. Years later, when he finally revealed the extent of his success, people were shocked. But more importantly, he had the resources to fund educational initiatives, support local businesses, and make a real difference in his community. Or because he understood the power of financial privacy. So I urge you, resist the temptation to showcase your financial status. Whether you're just starting out or you're a seasoned success, keep your financial matters close to your chest. Focus on building real wealth, not the appearance of wealth. Let your actions and your character speak louder than any material possession ever could. And finally, number 4, your next big move. In the game of life, as in chess, the player who telegraphs their moves is the player who loses. Your next big move, whether it's a career change, a business venture, or a personal transformation, should be guarded as closely as a general guards their battle plans. Why? Because when you announce your intentions before you're ready to act, you invite resistance. You give your competitors time to prepare. You allow doubt and fear to creep in and undermine your resolve. But more than that, you rob yourself of the element of surprise. There's a power in shocking the world with your achievements, in letting your actions speak louder than your words ever could. I'm reminded of a young athlete I once mentored. She had dreams of competing at the highest level of her sport. But instead of talking about it, instead of posting about her aspirations online, she kept her head down and worked in silence. For years, she trained harder than anyone else, pushing herself to limits she didn't know she had. When she finally emerged on the national stage, she took the world by storm. No one saw her coming. No one had time to doubt her or discourage her. She appeared as if from nowhere, a fully formed champion ready to take on all comers. This is the power of keeping your next move private. It allows you to work without the weight of others' expectations. It gives you the space to fail, to learn, to adjust your course without scrutiny or judgment. And when you're ready, truly ready, bring unleash your greatness upon an unsuspecting world. I'll challenge you. Whatever big move you're planning next, keep it to yourself. Don't seek validation from others. Don't give anyone the chance to plant seeds of doubt in your mind. Work in silence, prepare in secret, and let your success be your... Now, I can see the wheels turning in your minds. You're wondering, but how do I apply these principles in my daily life? How do I keep these 4 things private in a world that seems to demand constant sharing and exposure? The answer, my friends, lies in developing what I call a success mindset. This is a way of thinking that prioritizes your long-term growth and achievement over short-term gratification or approval from others. First and foremost, you must cultivate self-discipline. In a world filled with distractions and temptations to overshare, you must be the master of your own impulses. When you feel the urge to post about your latest accomplishment or vent about a setback, pause. Ask yourself, will sharing this serve my long-term goals, or am I simply seeking momentary validation? Develop the habit of reflection before action. Before you speak, before you post, before you act, take a moment to consider the potential consequences. Will this move bring you closer to your goals, or would it expose you to unnecessary risks or distractions? Next, surround yourself with a small circle of trusted advisors. These should be individuals who have earned your confidence through their wisdom, their discretion, and their genuine concern for your well-being. These are the people with whom you can share your dreams, your struggles, your financial situation, and your plans for the future. But choose this inner circle carefully. Not everyone who claims to be your friend has your best interests at heart. Look for people who challenge you to be better, who offer constructive criticism rather than empty praise. These are the individuals who will help you refine your vision and strengthen your resolve. Now, some of you might be thinking, but isn't this approach selfish? Shouldn't we share our successes and our struggles to inspire and help others? And it's a valid question, but I want you to consider this. The greatest gift you can give to the world is the fullest expression of yourself. By guarding these 4 key areas of your life, you're not being selfish. You're ensuring that you have the strength, the focus, and the resources to make your maximum impact on the world. Then you board an airplane. What does the flight attendant tell you about oxygen masks? Secure your own mask before assisting others. Why? Because if you run out of oxygen trying to help everyone else, you won't be able to help anyone else. The same principle applies to your life and your success. By keeping your goals private, you ensure that they remain pure, untainted by the doubts and limited thinking of others. This allows you to dream bigger, to push further than you ever thought possible. And when you achieve those audacious goals, you will be in a position to lift others up in ways you never imagined. By keeping your struggles private, you develop the mental toughness and problem-solving skills that will serve you throughout your life. You become a reservoir of strength and wisdom, capable of guiding others through their own challenges without being drained by every little setback. By keeping your finances private, you create a stable foundation from which you can generate real wealth and make a lasting impact. Instead of impressing people with flashy displays of consumption, you'll be able to surprise them with acts of generosity and investment in your community. And by keeping your next move private, you maintain the flexibility and focus needed to execute at the highest level. When you do unveil your latest project or achievement, it will be fully formed, a testament to what's possible when you commit wholly to. Now, I want to address something I see in your eyes. Some of you are nodding along, excited by this message, but others look skeptical. You're wondering, is this really possible in today's world? Can I truly keep these things private without isolating myself or missing out on opportunities? And I understand your concern. We live in an age of constant connectivity where it seems like everyone is sharing every aspect of their lives. But I want you to consider this. The most successful people, the true game changers in any field, have always understood the power of privacy. Think about the great innovators of our time. Do they telegraph their every move on the internet? Do they seek validation for every idea they have? No. They work in silence, they iterate in private, and they emerge with breakthroughs that change the. Consider the most respected leaders in business, in politics, in any field. Do they air their dirty laundry for all to see? Do they boast about every dollar they make? Of course not. They understand that true influence comes from measured words and carefully considered actions. The truth is, my friends, that privacy is not about isolation. It's not about cutting yourself off from the world. It's about creating a space mentally and emotionally where you can nurture your greatest potential without interference. It's about developing the inner strength and clarity of purpose that will allow you to make your maximum impact when you do step into the spotlight. So how do you start implementing these principles in your life? Begin with small steps. Start by taking inventory of your current habits. How much are you sharing about your goals, your struggles, your finances, and your plans? Are these sharing habits serving you, or are they holding you back? Create systems that support your privacy. This might mean keeping a physical journal instead of posting your thoughts online. It might mean setting up separate bank accounts to manage your finances discreetly. It might mean learning to deflect personal questions with grace and redirecting conversations to more productive topics. The art of being interested rather than interesting. Instead of always trying to impress others with your own stories, become an expert listener. Ask thoughtful questions. Show genuine interest in others' lives and ideas. Not only will this take the pressure off you to constantly share, but it will also make you a more influential and respected individual. Practice the skill of strategic sharing. There will be times when it's appropriate and beneficial to share aspects of your journey. The key is to do so thoughtfully and purposefully. Share your successes in a way that inspires others rather than inviting envy. Share your challenges in a way that offers hope and guidance rather than seeking pity. And perhaps most importantly, focus on taking action rather than talking about taking action. Let your results speak for themselves. There's an old saying, the lion doesn't turn around when the small dog barks. Tame the lion. Focus on your path, your growth, your impact. The right people will notice, and they'll be drawn to your quiet strength and unwavering purpose. Now, I want to address a fear that some of you might have. You might be worried that by keeping these aspects of your life private, you'll miss out on support or opportunities. But I want you to understand something profound. A true support, meaningful opportunities, they don't come from broadcasting your every move. They come from consistently demonstrating your value, your character, and your commitment to excellence. When you focus on becoming the best version of yourself, when you commit to making a real impact in whatever field you choose, the right doors will open. The right people will be drawn to your energy, your purpose, your results. You won't need to chase opportunities. They will chase you. Think about the most respected people in your life. The mentors, the leaders, the individuals you truly admire. Do they constantly seek attention and validation? Or do they move with a quiet confidence, a certainty in their purpose that draws others to them? By keeping these 4 crucial areas of your life private, you're not closing yourself off from the world. You're creating a powerful mystique, an aura of competence and purpose that will attract the right people and opportunities. You've been working diligently on a project for months, maybe even years. You haven't broadcasted every step, every setback, every small victory. Instead, you've poured your energy into doing the work, refining your skills, overcoming obstacles in private. And then, when the time is right, you unveil your creation to the world. Can you picture the impact? The surprise, the admiration, the respect you'll command? This is the power of privacy combined with persistent action. But let me be clear, it's not easy. It requires discipline, self-control, and a willingness to delay gratification. In a world that offers instant validation at the click of a button, choosing privacy and long-term growth over immediate recognition is a radical act. You'll face temptations. There will be moments when you want to share your excitement about a new goal, vent about a frustrating setback, or show off a financial win. In these moments, you must stay strong. Remind yourself of the bigger picture, of the person you're becoming, of the impact you want to make, and as powerful truths. The more you practice keeping these 4 areas private, the stronger you'll become. Your self-reliance will grow. Your inner confidence will soar. You'll develop an unshakable belief in yourself that no external validation can match. This inner strength, this quiet confidence, it's magnetic. It's the hallmark of true leaders, of individuals who shape the course of history. When you no longer need the approval of others to believe in yourself and your vision, you become unstoppable. Take a commitment to privacy in these 4 crucial areas of your life. Guard your dreams, your struggles, your finances, and your next big move as if they were precious jewels. Because in truth, they are far more valuable. Cultivate an inner world rich with possibility, resilience, and purpose. Let this be the foundation from which you launch your assaults on mediocrity, your campaigns for excellence, your revolutions of positive change. The seeds of greatness grow best in the dark, nurtured by your unwavering belief and persistent effort. Give them the privacy they need to take root and flourish. And when they finally break through to the light, they will be strong enough to withstand any storm, tall enough to inspire all who see them. You have within you the potential for greatness. You have dreams that can change the world. But these dreams, these nascent world-changing ideas, they need protection, nurturing an environment where they can grow strong before facing the harsh winds of the world's judgment and criticism. Think of your dreams as rare, beautiful plants. They need the right soil, the right amount of water and sunlight, and protection from harsh elements to thrive. Your mind, your private thoughts and reflections, this is the greenhouse where these dreams can flourish. When you keep your goals private, you're creating that ideal environment for growth. You're giving yourself the space to experiment, to make mistakes, to refine your vision without the pressure of outside expectations or the burden of explaining yourself to others who may not understand. Consider the great innovators and chain makers throughout history. Do you think Thomas Edison announced to the world his plans to create the light bulb before he had even begun his experiments? Did Martin Luther King Jr. share every detail of his strategy for civil rights before he was ready to take action? Of course not. They understood the power of privacy in nurturing world-changing ideas. But privacy isn't just about protecting your dreams from external forces. It's also about protecting them from your own doubts and fears. When you keep your goals to yourself, you prevent the possibility of someone else's skepticism becoming your own. You maintain that pure, unadulterated belief in your vision that is so crucial in the early stages of any great endeavor. Now let's talk about your struggles and challenges. In a world that often celebrates vulnerability and openness, the idea of keeping your difficulties private might seem counterintuitive. But there's profound wisdom in this approach. When you face a challenge, whether it's a setback in your career, a personal loss, or a daunting obstacle in pursuit of your goals, you have a choice. You can broadcast your struggle to the world seeking sympathy and support, or you can view it as a private battle, an opportunity to grow stronger in the crucible of adversity. By choosing the latter, you develop a resilience that goes bone deep. You learn to rely on your own resources, to dig deep within yourself for solutions, rather than always looking to others for rescue. This self-reliance is a superpower in a world where many people crumble at the first. Moreover, by keeping your struggles private, you prevent others from defining you by your challenges. Too often when we share our difficulties, people begin to see us through the lens of our problems rather than our potential. They may offer well-meaning advice that limits rather than expands our possibilities. They may treat us with kid gloves, inadvertently holding us back from taking the bold actions necessary for growth. Instead, imagine facing your challenges in private, overcoming them through your own grit and determination, and then emerging stronger, wiser, more capable. The contrast between who you were and who you've become will be all the more striking, all the more inspiring to others. This doesn't mean you should never seek help or support. Far from it. But be selective about who you allow into your inner circle during times of struggle. Choose mentors and confidants who will challenge you to rise above your circumstances rather than those who will simply commiserate with you. Now let's address the matter of your finances. In today's world, there's an unhealthy obsession with displays of wealth. People flaunt their possessions, their vacations, their latest purchases as if these things define their worth. But true financial wisdom lies in discretion. When you keep your financial situation private, whether you're struggling or thriving, you free yourself from the expectations and judgments of others. You create space to make financial decisions based on your long-term goals and values rather than short-term impressions. If you're building wealth, privacy protects you from those who might try to take advantage of your success. It shields you from the envy and resentment that can poison relationships. It allows you to focus on creating real, lasting value rather than maintaining an image of prosperity. And if you're facing financial challenges, privacy gives you the breathing room to address these issues without added pressure. It prevents well-meaning but misguided advice from derailing your efforts to improve your situation. It allows you to make the tough decisions necessary for long-term financial health without having to justify every choice to others. Remember, true wealth isn't about impressing others with what you have. It's about having the resources to live life on your own terms, to pursue your passions, to make a positive impact on the world. And the path to this kind of wealth is often walked in private, away from the prying eyes of those who might not understand or support your vision. Finally, let's discuss the importance of keeping your next big move private. In the game of life, as in chess, the player who telegraphs their moves is at a distinct disadvantage. When you announce your intentions before you're ready to act, you invite resistance, competition, and doubt. Think about it. If you're planning to start a new business and you tell everyone about your idea before you've even begun, what happens? Competitors might rush to beat you to market. Well-meaning friends and family might bombard you with reasons why, and your own excitement might win as you talk about your plan instead of taking action to make it. But when you keep your next move private, you create space for focused, uninterrupted preparation. You give yourself the freedom to refine your plan, to make mistakes and learn from them without scrutiny. You build momentum in secret so that when you do unveil your project, it's not just an idea. It's a force to be reckoned with. This principle applies to all areas of life, not just business. If you're working on personal growth, planning a career change, or even preparing for a major life transition, there's power in privacy. It allows you to do the deep, sometimes messy work of transformation without the constant pressure of external expectations or judgments. Now, I want to address a concern that might be bubbling up in your mind. You might be thinking, but isn't this approach isolating? Don't we need community and support to achieve our goals? And you're right, to a point. Humans are social creatures, and we do need connection, support, and sometimes guidance from others. But here's the key: it's about quality, not quantity. It's about being selective with who you allow into your inner circle, who you trust with your dreams, your struggles, your financial realities, and your future plans. Think of it like Didas. Your life is a garden, and your dreams, your personal growth, your financial well-being, and your future plans are the precious plants you're cultivating. Not everyone needs or deserves unrestricted access to this garden. Some people might trample the delicate shoots of your emerging ideas. Others might try to uproot your plans to suit their own agendas. Still others, with the best intentions, might overwater your projects with too much advice or feedback. Your job is to be a discerning gatekeeper. Choose carefully who you allow into your inner sanctuary. Look for individuals who have demonstrated wisdom, discretion, and a genuine investment in your growth. These are the people who can offer valuable perspective without trying to hijack your journey. Remember, privacy doesn't mean complete isolation. It means creating a safe space where your greatest potential can unfold, protected from the noise and chaos of the outside world. It's about building a strong foundation in private so that you can make a bigger impact when you step into the public eye. As you embrace this philosophy of privacy, you'll likely notice some profound shifts in your life. First, you'll develop a deeper sense of self-reliance. When you're not constantly seeking validation or advice from others, you learn to trust your own instincts, to solve your own problems, to chart your own course. You'll also find that your focus sharpens. Without the constant temptation to share every thought, every victory, every setback, you'll have more mental and emotional energy to devote to actually doing the work. Your productivity will soar as you channel your efforts into action rather than talk. Perhaps most importantly, you'll develop a quiet confidence that is far more powerful than any external validation. When you know that you can set ambitious goals, overcome significant challenges, manage your finances wisely, and execute big moves without needing to broadcast it to the world, you'll carry yourself with a sense of assurance that others will find magnetic. This confidence, born of privacy and self-reliance, will open doors that no amount of self-promotion ever could. People are drawn to those who possess a quiet strength, who don't need to constantly prove themselves or seek approval. Your actions, your results will speak louder than any words ever could. As you move forward, implementing this principle of privacy in these 4 key areas of your life. Remember that it's a practice. Like any skill, it takes time to master. There will be moments when you're tempted to share, to seek validation, to broadcast your moves before you're ready. In these moments, pause. Take a deep breath. Remind yourself of the power of privacy, of the strength you're building by keeping these aspects of your life sacred. Cultivate patience. In a world of instant gratification, the ability to work silently towards your goals, to overcome challenges without fanfare, to build wealth without flaunting it, to prepare your next move in secret. This is a rare and valuable skill. It's the hallmark of true leaders, of individuals who shape the course of history rather than being swept along by it. As you embrace this approach, you may find that your relationships change. Some people might be put off by your new boundaries, your reluctance to share every detail of your life. That's okay. It's a natural part of growth and transformation. But you'll also find that you attract a different caliber of people into your life. Individuals who respect your privacy, who value substance over show, who are more interested in who you are becoming than in what you're willing to share. In conclusion, I want to leave you with this thought. Your life, your growth, these are precious gifts. They deserve to be protected, nurtured, and developed with the utmost care. By keeping your goals, your struggles, your finances, and your next moves private, you're not shutting yourself off from the world. You're creating a sacred space where your greatest potential can unfold. From this private sanctuary, you'll emerge stronger, more focused, more capable of making the impact you were born to make. You'll move through the world with a quiet confidence that no external force can shake. And when you do choose to share your achievements, your growth, your success, it will be on your terms, in a way that truly serves your highest purpose and the greater good. So go forth with this new understanding. Guard these 4 areas of your life as the treasures they are. Work in silence. Let your success make the noise. The world is waiting for the unique gift that only you can offer. Nurture it in private, and when the time is right, it will change everything.